Blair, thank you. A New Hanover County man will now spend the rest of his life in prison for murder. Today, a jury found Dante Rowlandson guilty on first-degree murder for shooting and killing Jason Stokes on Fullwood Street in Wilmington in February of 2020. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Rowlandson got out of prison the year before this murder happened. Records show he has more than a dozen previous convictions, including drug-related charges and armed robbery.